on this a lovely Tuesday. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna drop that darn thing down. I gotta get it up. Hello. I'm waiting for you guys to join before I start talking. Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. Hey, from New Jersey. Y'all, we made some dish soap last night. I had to put more water in mine because it was like super thick. And I'm still just cooking out the little tiny little knots. Hey, that's like the little bumps of coconut soap, just a little, it's like little pieces. So I'm cooking that out. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna bottle it up. But it was pretty good last night. It was pretty good. I don't even know what scent I'm gonna make mine. I haven't decided on the scent yet. I know it's like a scent. Like, you should have thought about that when you first started making it. I don't know. Like dish soap, I only could think of like Gain stuff. Well, I make dishwashing powder. Like we make the pods, like the dishwasher pods. So I use Gain and Snuggle for that. Hey. And it smelled really good. Like last night I made something like really quick just to clean the dishes I had in the kitchen, and it smelled really good. I love the smell of Snuggle. That Snuggle fragrance oil smells so good, y'all. It's so good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it smells so good. I love it. So, last night we had a really good time. We came together and we did like I said, we did a dishwashing liquid hot process, and it was pretty cool. I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. I am not buying no more dishwashing liquid from the store. You will not catch me getting my money and going to the store and buying it. Once I learn how to make it, it's over. It's over. It's just mine's. I put a little bit more water than what I needed. I did need to put water in it, but I put a lot more than what I actually needed. So I probably had to thicken it up just a little bit. But other than that, it's definitely good. It's nice and soapy. And that's what I like about it. So I am going to share this because I want to share this in the Patreon. I want to tell people a little bit about what we're going to be doing next month. All right, we got it. Okay. So, yes. I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing next month, and cuz y'all know we're going to be doing our free candle making class. I want to talk about the supplies and stuff like that. But how's you guys week going so far? How y'all week going so far? How's everybody's week? So far, mine's is going pretty good. I can't complain. I had some reasons to complain, but then I thought about them, and they actually is no real complaint. So can't complain. All right. So guys, listen. Y'all know we going. I told y'all we already cracking lacking into the fall, and so in the fall, what we normally do is we ramp up on those classes. Like we do like a lot of live classes, and those classes are normally just free. Uh, yes, yes, yes. They're normally free. So, like last night, we had the dishwashing liquid class, and then we are going to have a freshie painting class where we come together and we paint freshies. Then after that, we're going to have well, we having a candle making class though. We're gonna do that September the 20th. It's gonna be at a Friday night, so it'll probably be about 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we are going to be doing, we have some, we're going to do soy, we're going to do parasoy, and we're going to do, I think it's coconut 83 wax. Let me see. Okay, so it's going to be coconut 83. And I got to show y'all the actual jar that we're going to be using. So let me get the jar. Actually, I'm not going to get the jar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my computer and I'm going to pull up the actual jar. Okay, so I got to pull up the jar. But we say Kayla K. Kayla K, so I want to let you know, like, if you're using that coconut wax and you're trying to get a good hot throw, honestly, it's going to be about the pouring temperature that you use, and you also going to need to have a good wick size. So the wick is really important. That's how you get your hot throw. So if you don't have, hey Angela, if you don't have the right wick size, then it's not going to really give you a good hot throw. So you got to have all of that. You got to have all that figured out when it comes down to it. Coconut wax is pretty hard to wick too. I know from my experiences, you know, using coconut wax, I've had those times where I change the actual fragrance, then I'm changing the wick size. So sometimes it could get a little annoying. Um, let's see. All right. So I'm going to pull up. That's good. That's really good. Looking at some stuff, some new features they put inside of Patreon. All right, I'm trying to find a search in here because I actually don't know how to. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so coconut. All right, coconut wax. Let me tell y'all. I gotta show you guys the jar. So I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a second. So this is the jar that we're gonna be using for the free class. Trying to make it like clear for y'all to see. But that's the jar that we're gonna be using for the free class. So we could use this jar with, we got soy, we got parasoy, and then we got coconut 83. So this jar I already have wick for that. So this is the jar. And I think it's really nice for a starter jar. What you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. What y'all think about this for a starter jar? If you're just starting to make candles. Hey, Halima. What you think about that, Halima? What you think, Angela? If you just started making candles, what do you think about this jar? Like, if I was just starting yesterday, would this be something that, this is just like a 9-ounce jar or whatever. Yes, okay. She said, I love it. It's perfect. Hey, how you doing, Linnell? So this is the jar we're gonna be using, and it's a free class. So, what you gonna get out of this class? Let's talk about it. So what you gonna get is you're gonna learn how to make and master your candles. You're gonna learn your pouring temperatures. You're gonna learn what fragrances to use, what fragrances not to use, what wick size to use. You're gonna learn when to pour your fragrance in, because that's important. That's just important, just as important as making a candle, period. Like, you gotta know when to pour the fragrance in, because man, if you pour it in and it's too hot, it's gonna burn off. So you gotta know exactly when to pour it in. You can't do it when it's too cool, and you can't do it when it's too hot. So this is why we have these classes, so you guys can learn. So this is the actual jar that we're gonna be using in the class. I'm trying to keep things a little bit more simple and not so complicated. Hey Tootie, because you guys know that we can do many jars. I know how to do a whole lot of jars, but when people first starting out, I think it's very important for them to stick to one jar. You know, if they're going to use that one jar and they're going to make dessert candles in it, they're going to make straight pour, whatever it is, I think it's very important for you to master one jar, and then you can move on to other things. Um, and it says, I know you said soy, but I'm trying 5230. I'm just going to be real with you. You want the truth, or you want an Aesop fable? Which one you want? You want the truth, or you want to lie? You want the? I give you the truth if you want the truth. She said, I only could stop by for a second. You at work. Okay, good to see you. Yeah, so like when you got like one jar and you using that jar for multiple different types of candles and stuff like that, like, you know, desserts, straight pour, massage, whatever you're trying to do, it makes it much it's much simpler to do it, you know, because you have it mastered. So, but let me tell you the truth. Um, if you gonna go and you're gonna start getting all this fancy wax, you're gonna be up there buying all this stuff, and it's gonna take you a long time to launch your candles. It's just, it's so, candle making is so simple, but I'm gonna tell you what happens is people get in our ears and they come and they confuse us and they tell us all this stuff and they make us spend all of this money, you know, and we sitting up there spending thousands of dollars. We done brought all these darn jars, and then we sitting up there mad because the economy is messed up. People could barely buy clothes for their children right now, and don't nobody got money to be wasting on a bunch of wax, and you're not even gonna have the candle smelling like anything, and it's gonna be just a waste of time, and it's gonna frustrate you. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up quitting. You're gonna end up being like, you know what, I don't even want to make candles, this too much, I can't, never, it don't work, it don't never work. And then guess what, all that wax gonna be sitting in the corner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to go through that. That's too much for you to have to go through. Like, just let go of that. You know, if you only bought a little bit of it, just sit it to the side. You know, just make life simple. Make life simple. Use a basic soy wax or a parasoy. You know, you don't have to, you know, soy is soy. You know what I'm saying? If we go to the field, like we say all the time, and we go to a soybean field and we go to pick some soybeans, we're not gonna be sitting there like, oh, let me go and take these and make a candle. How simple would that be? I mean, if it was that easy, all of our yards would be filled with soybeans. What you out there doing today, girl? I'm up here making me some, planting me some soybeans so we can make some candles next year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to get to that point, because I know how I feel. Like, when you feel like ain't nothing happening, you gonna quit. Just like me, like when I was going to pop-up shops and I felt like I wasn't making no sales. When I started going to pop-up shops and I started making, and I feel like I wasn't making no sales, I ended up just stop going. I stopped going to pop-up shop for a long time. Even most recent, I was going to different events, and I went to one event, and they in the summertime I do like, you know, I do like summer stuff, like summer drinks and stuff like that. Philly water ice, getting into that kind of stuff, starting to, you know, venture into other stuff like that, you know, is good for the summertime. And when I saw they had like a drink vendor and I was doing drinks at the time, I was like, you know, this make me not even want to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, this make me not even want to be a part of no event. I'm done. I don't want to come back. And guess what? I didn't. I did not come back because it frustrated me so much, and that's what wax will do to you. Hey, Toya, it will frustrate you to the point of no return. She said, can I use any mixed soy blend? Yeah, you could use it, but you just want to make sure it's the right one. So this is why we come together and we having a free parasoy and soy class, okay? So if you are a part of the Patreon, you do not have to pay any money. It is already included in your membership. Only thing I always tell you guys, just like Tootie put in the comments, if you come late to the class, you know, I would have preferred that you've been there early. Just don't come in late and then ask me to repeat everything all over again, because it's just unfair to the people that's been sitting here the whole time and they got to sit through all of it. You know what I'm saying? They got to sit through all of it. Like most people that come into a class, they come in, they ready to take notes because they realize that this is a profitable business. You know, so hey, Passion. Hey, so we're gonna do that next month. And then we're trying to get Jessica all the way together, y'all. We don't know what Jessica got going on. We on the thing last night. Jessica, you know, she working and stuff, so we know she always working. But Jessica is gonna come and help us paint the freshies. So that's another free class. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, Passion, Tootie, all of us, like Toya. This one is good. I think we all need to come to this one because those car freshies really do sell. Let me tell you something. I sent one car freshie to Philly to my sister because at first I was just going to tell her about it. And I was just like, you know, my son making car freshies, but I sent her one. And baby, she sent for 5. She was like, send me 5 in the mail. When I sent her one, she sent back for 5. So, you know, yeah, they good. It's a good business. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing about the car freshies. The car freshies is not hard to do. So for all the people that's sitting in the back saying that's just too much, I ain't got time for that. No, it's really not hard to do at all. They are so simple. All you do is put your nails inside your put your nails, or you could just go get you a drill and drill a hole in each one when you finish, and then put the string through it. And then put them inside that packaging, and that's it. They could sit for months, they could sit for years, but they are super duper strong. And everybody loves a good car scent. She said I made mini heart-shaped freshies and they sell out. I know. I saw your freshies. They the bomb. I saw your freshies. I was like, okay, girl. You better go on with your bad self. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so we want to make sure that we, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to use my dishwashing liquid. Um, let me tell you something. My friend Kayla, you better bring your behind to this class. You better stop playing. You better stop. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to come back and you're going to say, you're going to be the person that come back to me a year later and going to say, Diamond, I gave up. I gave up. You're going to be the one that's in the praise and worship at church. Searched all over. Couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low. That's going to be you. You going to be searching all over. Trying to get you. Why the heck would I be sitting around here spending all this darn money if I could go over here with some homegirls, and the homegirls over here gonna give me the right oils to use, the right wax to use, the right pouring temperatures to use, and they gonna all be on there talking for hours. I'm gonna get so much candle information. I'm gonna fill up my notebook, and all I'm got there, I'm gonna pay it's $20. Now, I know you playing with me. You going to spend more than $20 on some wax. You better bring your hot tail up in that darn Patreon and subscribe. And if you need to make candles, the information is already in the Patreon. Everything is already there. We just had a candle making class. And guess what we did at the beginning of the class? All right, class, I'm going to tell you guys, this is what you want to not do. Don't go to this company and buy fragrance. Don't go to this company and go for it. Don't buy none from them. Ooh, child, they selling Aquafina water. Poland Spring over here. Deer Park. Don't you going on over there to Aztec. That's exactly what we do. That's exactly what we do. And then we say, oh, if you want some fragrance, this is where you go. Go here, go here, go here, go here. Oh, they got the best ones. They're very inexpensive. They're on this side of town. Where do you live at? You live in Texas? Oh, you should be shopping here. You live in North Dakota? You should be shopping here. You're in Florida? Oh, you ain't got too many choices. But if you hit Georgia, you'll get this. You got everything you need. Everybody, they're going to talk to you. They're going to help. We the most, I'm talking about the most vibinest crew. I'm telling you. It's worth every penny. Ain't nobody over here trying to sell you no bad, laced up. Nobody trying to sell you nothing bad, you know. So look, she said she bought oil from Aztec. She messed her. You know how they say F around and found out. She messed around and found out. Oh man, I just did something with some old. I think it was some old Aztec stuff I had the other day, and I was like, dang. And guess what I did? I had ended up taking those wax melts, and I think I put them in here. Yep, I put them all in here. Let me see. Yeah, I put them all in here. Because they ain't had no smell. Yep. They ain't had no smell, so they a waste. I just gotta pop them out and throw it in the trash. But yeah. Um, she said, yeah, but you forget us. No, UK people. Let me tell you, I got people from Canada in there. People from Canada in there as well. People from UK get the same. Y'all get the same stuff we get. Y'all got 6006 in UK, and if you don't got 6006, y'all got a Parasoy. Y'all got a Parasoy blend. I got people coming in there with different currencies and stuff in the Patreon, and they just converted over to the US. As long as you speak English, you making candles. That's all. She said, "Don't beat me up, but I like ass. Go on and get your Poland Spring. Yes, get your Deer Park. It's gonna bless you." I do use Aztec, y'all, for my skincare products. I don't use them for my candles, but I use them for my skincare products. They definitely work good for like your shampoos, your the 650 is the same as Joy. It's the same as, it 650. No, it's not the same. That's 600. It's the same as I wouldn't compare it to that. I got some comparisons though. Yeah, I do. Yeah. But I don't know if they deliver to other countries though. Just get a Parasoy blend. It's the same. It's gonna be the same. Yeah, I only guess yes, like Passion says, skincare for sure. We don't play. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Things is just not right with Aztec. They got to get their life in order. But anyway, what I was saying was, moving on from that, that's what we're gonna be doing, y'all. We're gonna be doing that next month. And I think that it's good for the wintertime for us to get back started back, meeting up again more. Because it's people out here like Passion, Kanika, they work a lot. Tootie, she work a lot. Like, y'all gotta, but you get so caught up in your job that you forget about, like, your dream, your passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you forget about that. So I think it's really good when we meet up and stuff, because it gets you back motivated again. It gets your head back into your books. It's not a price. It's in the if you're a member of the Patreon, so if you go to patreon.com and you join the Patreon, it's free. It's already, and if you don't come, it's a replay we do. And also, like, if you was to join today or tomorrow, it's still everything in there for you to start your candle making business now. Let me tell you something. You just a bird out here wandering around trying to find you a little worm, okay? And you go in there, you're going to get all the worms you need. Yes. She said, I joined yesterday. Yes. So you can come from different countries. You just, it's just, I think they just convert the currency over for me, but it's not a problem. I do, Tootie. I do. It's okay. I don't really see the difference in those that wax too much from like Pro Blend. I think Pro Blend 600. I don't see the difference in that one. Yeah. Yeah, she said I sell my stuff to them, their families, my kiddos. Yes, amen. Yes, yes, yes. But it's worth it, y'all. It's worth it. Like, I remember when I used to be like just first starting out, and I told y'all that all the time. I used to be on Facebook, and I'd be on Facebook, trying to get help. And if I had a resource, I can almost say it like this. I don't think it's no other besides like I don't even think she, yeah, she ain't really good at wicking. But I don't really see too many other Patreons where they have like a whole lot of candle content. You missed the Zoom last night? I'm sorry about that. Blame it on my son. It's his fault. Because we were supposed to do it on Sunday, but I had to go out and buy another stick mixer because he sat there and took my darn stick blender, right? He set up some pots. And he say, And he beating on it until that thing broke apart. And when he did that, I had to go buy another one yesterday. So this one is brand new. You could tell though, it ain't never even been washed. So yeah, I had to go buy a whole new one. And when I discovered it and thought about it, it was too late. I just bought this one though. This one came from Target. It was cheap. Yeah, so I went and got that. It was too late. By the time I discovered it, I was like, well, I can't even have a class tonight. Because y'all know I don't never cancel our classes. If I say we're going to have it, we always have it. I've overslept before, but I ain't never really like canceling. And that's what happened that night. I was mad. I was thinking about it. I was like, why this boy? No, but let me tell you what else he did, y'all. I just bought a new. Remember the other day when we came on here and I had a microphone and I was like, can y'all hear this microphone? I was like, oh, okay, this microphone good. I like this. All right. Thank you, Jesus. Praise him. Y'all, he took my microphone and it's going. He took it. It's going. I can't find it. He can't find it. And I don't have it no more. Yes, and I don't have it. So I was talking to my guy friend, and he was like, "You just need to put your stuff up." And I was like, "You know what? I think I'm gonna start doing that." Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my workspace. He needs to stay up out of here. This is my space. I gotta figure out what to do to keep him out of here. When he's 6 years old. Well, yeah, he's 6 years old, and he still touch everything. So yeah, the Zoom last night turned out pretty good. The dish now my dish soap came out like super duper thick, so I added a little bit of water, but I add like too much water. So what I'm getting ready to try to do is, because I know that a lot of the surfactants is water. They made up of water. I'm getting ready to try to thicken it up with one. I'm going to see. I'm gonna test. Y'all know I'll be up there doing all kinds of experimenting. So I'm gonna use some like a surfactant and see if I can just put it in there and thicken it back up. But I might just use salt, or I use the Crawfix, and just hold it. But I'm gonna use this in my dishes. I ain't selling it. But yeah, it came out real thick. I'm talking about like it came out real thick. I know the people that made it last night. They know it's thick. It's really thick, but it's good though. It's good. It's coconut. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. So yeah, it was good meeting up with y'all last night. It really was. So we got September the 7th, the first weekend in September. I gotta go ahead and order my wax. We're getting ready to come together and do pies, okay? It's always good seeing you. We're gonna come together. We're gonna do pies. We're gonna do sweet potato pies. We're gonna do apple pie. I don't know what's going on with Kanika. I haven't talked to her in a while. But what I'm gonna end up doing with Kanika is, she said she was gonna do one day. She's gonna do, because we're gonna have a session where it's gonna be two parts of the session. She's gonna do the second part of the session. So she's gonna be doing the apple pie. Her apple pies are very beautiful. Very beautiful. I love her apple pies. So she gonna come and she gonna do an apple pie for us, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't talked to her in a while, so I need to see if she still remember, because the woman of God, she works overnight. She work overnight, and sometimes it's hard for her to keep up with just remembering stuff on her schedule. So we're gonna get with her and see what she got going on, and see, it's been a long time since I talked to her. My favorite candles to make is dessert candles, because I like dessert candles because you could be a little more. It's fun. It's fun, creative, and also when you go places and you go to markets and stuff like that, you'll notice that people pick them up and they're just so amazed, and I like that. Just the response, getting a response from people, and they look at them and they're like, "Oh my God, is this real cereal?" And I'm like, "No, it's a candle." Now they got wicks in it. That kind of thing is cool. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited about the month of September. Um, I'm definitely excited about it. I'm excited about it. And then October, but we got to start getting our Christmas stuff together, because it's not too early to make our Christmas wax melts and soaps and all that kind of stuff. And I seen April yesterday, she was making her Grinch soap, and I was like, Grinch? Grinch? Is it time for Grinch? Yes, it's time for Grinch, guys. So, it's time for us to get all that. So we'll have our cold process wine and soap night. We're going to have one in September. Been trying to do something with soap a lot, but we're going to go back to doing some more candle stuff. So you guys got to join. She said, if you trust me, I will host a class, maybe a dessert scoopable wax melts or any. Well, I'll hold you to it. Whenever you got time, you let me know. Yeah, so we're gonna definitely do some we're gonna do some cool stuff. We're gonna do some cool stuff coming up. But I just want to do the freshies, y'all. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. So how I got one big question for y'all. One big question. It might not be that big. How did it go for y'all this summer? You know, rather if you started in the beginning of the summer or you still selling, how was your candle sales this year? Overall, this summer. You know what I mean? How was it? How was it? I would love to hear that. I know Tootie, she began to tell me how she started, she set up locally in front of her house, her own property, and she was selling that way. And I thought that was very creative. Really cool, really creative. So, let me know how was it this year. How was your sales? A lot of people seen a decrease in sales this year. Um, Simply because for the economy, But what I learned about like selling is you got to pivot. Sometimes you gotta take your prices down, and then sometimes you take them up. Some places I go to, I'll be like, okay, instead of this being 25, I'm gonna make this 18. So I just learned how to adjust to my environment. She said mine was really good. She set up in front of her house when she don't have a shop. Still have a few more in September, then going strong for the rest of the year. Yay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, because to be honest with you, if I could set up in front of my house, I would do that. I hate paying people fees. Sometimes some fees could be just too much because some people got a little out of it. They got a little out of hand. She said I had a market every Saturday this month. She says I started selling July and the summer sales were booming at markets. Hey, that's what's up. You gotta have your website if you're gonna be out there selling like that. Cause believe me, people gonna come back looking for them incense. They gonna be looking for them. I sold more candles this summer because I met a lot more people through college on days. My kids were vending at a local flea market. They love the dessert candles. Hey, um, wow, yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw like a lot of events. They was asking for $300, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like right now, $300 is really risky because just because of the economy and the way people pockets are set up, like it's risky for people to, because we don't know what to expect when we get to those pop-ups. Yeah, you might have been having this for 46 years, but this is the first time that America in 20 years have experienced this type of economic collapse. Okay, so with that being said, I don't care what you talking about, sir, ma'am. I'm not about to pay you no $400 to get in, no $300 to get nowhere. The most I want to pay is $75. Even $75 is a bit far fetched. I paid $75 to get into an event last weekend, and I made $300. But I still looked at the fact that I had to sell $75 of my product for free just to be able to make up that money. And then when you make that first 75, you're like, okay, boom, I got the booth rent out of the way. Now I can see profit. Even though all the while you really not seeing it because you're taking, that's a lot of money. So I honestly, like when it come down to these events now, I'm very mindful about what I spend, like how much I'm spending on the entry. Like somebody called me this morning, was like, oh, we really want you to be a part of our event. And I was like, listen, I want to be a part of your event just as much as you want me to be a part of your event. Oh, this is beautiful or whatever. But let me tell you this. I need to wait until after I pay all my major bills. You can't call people at the end of the month and expect them to kick out money for something that's October the 19th. Folks, like right now, let me pay my rent. Let me pay my mortgage. Let me pay my car note. She said I went to two for 150. I went to one for 150. I only paid $50 and sold two things. I only made $40, and I took a $10 hit plus my time. Good to see you. Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing? So that's what I'm saying. We pay 150 in a way because here's the thing. We have beautiful products, but unfortunately people are just not able to do it. I know a friend that went and set up at the mall and she got there on tax-free weekend and she gave me the best advice that anybody could ever give me that's gonna set up. She gave me some good advice. But she set up on tax-free weekend, and let me tell you something. She told me that she experienced nothing but, like, she was like, she really didn't gain anything. She lost money. So with her telling me that, she said the people were so focused. She said that they was just so focused on getting the school clothes. They was like, I love everything, it's all good, but baby, I don't even have enough money right now. All I got is enough money to do this, and I don't have nothing extra. That's what this is what people are facing. This is what's going on. So we can't just spend $200 on these events. She said, I wish market fees was that reasonable in North Carolina. Let me tell you something. They are reasonable when they get to SmackDown, Crackdown, and they see people ain't paying them prices. Because I had a lady that was legit. I would say she was begging me. Yeah, I would say she was begging me. And this was a couple days ago. She was like in my inbox, please sign up now. We only have 2 more spots available. And please, everybody, we only have 1 spot. Don't try me on that 1 spot crap. If your event is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., don't come for me for 160. Don't you even think about looking my way. For 160? For $160? That's a lot. She said, we have a huge flea market. It's only $20 to set up. That's one thing I do love about the flea markets. The flea markets are very reasonable. I've been in a lot of a lot of the flea markets is reasonable, but also our Caucasian brothers and sisters, white brothers and sisters, normally when they have a market is really reasonable. That's what I found just by going to different markets and stuff. They don't be like, overcharging, but some of them do. But I found a lot of them where but I found a lot of sisters in Atlanta. They are terrible. The fees in Atlanta is ridiculous. The fees be like $250, $350, $450 for the weekend. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. No, no, no. I can't do that. So we just be looking for the most reasonable events, and we leave it at that. We leave it at that. Yeah. So that's what it's really about. Can we go to that event and can we really come up? Can we see a good profit? That's what it's all about. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so my baby Bumblebee is waking up. She's in there crying or whatever. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I'm going to go get her and I'm going to give her lunch and stuff. It's so good sitting down with y'all. It's so good talking to y'all today. I will see you guys again. Remember the Patreon is patreon.com, and you go to Diamond Shine Soap, but you can pull it down in the App Store, download it to your phone, and then when you download it to your phone, you can find me that way. And that's all your candle making recipes, all your skincare recipes. Today I'm doing some Radiant body butter, so it's going to be like a nice radiant one, like a bronze body butter. It's going to be really pretty in this container because I got a lot of these, like the double wall. You guys know what the double wall is, the double wall container, so I'm excited about that. So I love you guys. I'm going to let you guys go for the day. Remember, stop being cheap. Treat yourself. Don't beat yourself, all right? All right, I'll talk to you guys again later. Let me go get the baby.